Well, hello there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel with me, Northern Princess. Today we're on Great Western Express. So we are just going to be boarding into the cab of our Class 43 HST locomotive. And we're going to be doing a run from here at Reading through to Paddington, stopping at Maidenhead along the way. I'll just clear that and we'll advance power. So notch 3 is, I believe, is the very standard pull-away power. I absolutely love this train. Pulling away against a single amber aspect, that's something to bear in mind. Oh! 3. Retake. So yeah, when you notch 3 of power, just get us up to about 15-20, and then go from there. She'll go against a red aspect anyway. So I'm just going to, yeah, 'cause I can see the reds over there, so I'm just going to use the power off. So yeah, we've got the couple of different, give you a little bit of a look around Reading Station. So these are the southwestern platforms, the Waterloo platforms. This line actually goes through to Waterloo. There's also Fly Under around here somewhere. There it is, popping up. This is where the cross-country services come up, because cross-country services down at Southampton and that sort of neck of the wood, they all go down here. I think it's just Southampton services that go down there. Or is there one that... No, there's one that goes to... I'm just going to double check this signal. Proceed at restricted speed. Looks as though that signal is faulty. Just enable the safety systems there. Oh, there we go, got the green. Hey! Performance-wise, I think the only thing... I was thinking, what do I not like about this? The side is what I don't like about it. The front, I love the way this is modelled. I think it looks brilliant. Out of interest, can I use the external... Oh, can you see that's the front of the car? You can't. That's kind of cool. Oh, RIP. Oh, you get a reward for that as well. It's quite cool. So a little bit of a sneak, a bit of information for you guys. I've actually recorded this video already. Me being me though, managed to lose the tape. Oh yeah, I'm going on fast lines. Yeah, you get a random AWS indication here. Not quite sure what that's for. I think Great Western Express just need a little bit of a return to and be repatched and fixed. We've got 9 minutes until we're due at Maidenhead, which I think we can keep to that timetable. So we've got the train accelerating in full power now. 43153 is on the front. We've got a number on the back. Oh, 43153 on the back. Interesting! And that's a new turn on that glitch. So there was an issue for the longest time that some HSTs spawned with no numbers. Now we've got twins. No numbers on one of the power cars, sorry. Now we've got twins. 43153, yeah, I'm not sure what happened to that one actually. See, one of the things I've been trying to do whilst getting through this is getting through as many of the objectives as I can. I'm probably going to request some of the keys for the German routes that I wouldn't normally play, just to try and achieve some objectives, you know. I think 316 miles is probably on the HST actually, maybe the 47. Ooh, RIP. So there are parts of this that I don't enjoy, but actually, what I do enjoy is the nice sort of cruising through the countryside. That's one of my... we were talking about it at work, like what makes a scenario fun. And I think for me, constant stop-start, it gets stressful. Because you're just slamming the reverser open, slamming it closed. Whereas like this, yeah, alright, I've not actually touched the throttle since we cleared the crossings. But actually, it's just a nice relaxing way to end an evening. Like, it's midnight past currently. And I've just, you know, done a load of roleplay stuff, and I'm kidding, well, I got held hostage. That will be another video that's probably already come out. I'm trying desperately not to become a Train Sim World YouTuber, but I'm just enjoying the game at the moment. Let's just reverse out of it, do that, screenshot. So I need to find it, I need to make sure I get these screenshots moved across. Tap one, is this one? Twyford, of course. Let's fly ahead of the train and just get a nice drive-by camera. The camera moves at about 125 miles an hour, which is one of the things I want to suggest changing. Actually, I know what I'm going to record before I go to bed. I'm going to do one last one after this. And that is of the most controversial DLC of all time. Let's just grab a... I might just grab a quick trailing camera screenshot. I might try like an image like this out for one of the screenshots. Like the 3/4 on shot I enjoy because you can get a nice view down the entire train. Let's get the headlights visible and then I'll take the screenshot. I'm not sure how pronounced it is on this, but I quite enjoy just sitting watching the wobble. I'm going to show you guys the passenger cars as well. They're quite cool. But yeah, this is 1 Papa 16 Didcot Parkway at London Paddington service. Only Maidenhead to call it. It's nice. It's beautifully short, these runs. It's sort of 33 minutes, which to be fair is all you need. You know, there's the way I look at it is nice routes are long, but if you have the entire East Coast, for example. I've had the East Coast merge from Alan Thompson Sim for pretty much the last year now. I think it released not that long after their subscription site went live. Now, in that time, I've driven it like properly once, and I didn't even do the full length at that point because I couldn't be bothered. I may do a full length run of that. I should find a scenario that definitely works. Look at the green lights. Great to have a timetable for this, which is way more hectic. I know there were some technology limitations during the early development, but obviously, as the technology's got better, so is what they can do with it. Okay, I now need to brake fairly extremely. I got very sidetracked there. Yeah, full service time. I think I'm going to overrun this. Please, no. Okay, keep my eyes on the signals. Yeah, we definitely overrun somewhat. I don't know if we'll put the entire train through the station. I mean, we're 3 minutes early, so if we do need to back up, we can. Good news is we're not going to have a signal block issue. It's one of the few things the game just cannot cope with. That comes off far too fast. Got that stop mark. I'll do it as we're departing. At this rate, I'm going to pull in at about the right moment. What I'll do is when you get stopped, I'll use the opportunity to go to the rear cab and go to the rear cab and turn on the ETS. 100 yards. The coach is actually making really nice sounds. The running sounds are a bit weird though. Like you hear the air sounds, they're good. But the running sounds are probably true of this running about 30 miles an hour, and I'm doing 5. You know what? That will do. I'm going to go Control Plus into the rear cab. Cool. Just confirming that it's being on. Again, so many HST drivers sounding like this. This. It feels very realistic. It's interesting that that door doesn't open even though it would in the real world. I've actually left the train through a door like that once. Mainly because I was actually standing chatting to the catering staff, and they had the door open to let someone out to get rubbish off and get more catering supplies on board. Okay, let's climb up. Get that door locked. Got 15 seconds till we're due to depart. I'll probably close the door at, we'll put the command in about, well, now, really. That means we've then got the doors locked. Where's the buzzer? I forget where the buzzer actually is. Parking brake. Let's get going. 19 minutes to cover 23 more miles. Sherpa to 125. Yeah, I very much misjudged that stopping to Twyford. It shows it's a little over a mile I have to brake from. At 125 on reasonably level ground. See, as you guys will be aware, the nickname for the route was Brunel's Billiard Table, because it was designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, a legendary designer, and he basically, from London out to Bristol, chose pretty much the flattest route he could find, just to allow for maximum high speed. So, yeah, then when you get sort of west of Bristol, that all just dies. But yeah, if you think what the when you get into Cornwall, there is absolutely no sort of level ground there at all, really. Yeah, it was just a very suspicious reskin came out. Whew. Let's go full power. Right, last 22 miles. Quickly. Put you there. Now I've got a candle that's very full of wax, and it's about to start overflowing, and I just didn't want it to go on my desk, or any of the electronics on my desk. I like having a candle, especially when I'm recording at night, nice and relaxing. Now I just went down and made myself a cup of milk. And remember that I have a milk frother. So I was like frothing my milk, and it just went everywhere, and I was like, oh god. So I had to clean it up. But I'm actually, since I've had it, it was really nice because I put some honey in it as well. Fun fact about honey, I've actually had this honey for 3 months, and it's still totally fine. Honey doesn't actually ever go out of date. It goes hard, but when it goes hard you just have to boil it, and it comes back fine. And obviously it can go mouldy and stuff, but if you preserve it correctly, it can basically last forever. And that doesn't mean freezing it. Whoa. Quite a bit of a wobble back and forth. Basically halfway there, a little under halfway. This will be... Oh, yeah. Really cool thing I heard the other day, actually. I think if it... but yeah, no, this will be Southall, I think. But the really cool thing I heard was Quirty Afro, who's obviously a former train sim YouTuber. He started posting pictures of him at the helm of Class 360s. From what he's been saying, he's got a job driving them for a living, which I've got to say I find that very cool. Oh no, Sweet Ealing V, I think. Oh, no, Slough, quick Slough. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's really cool. You know, it's always nice to see like people developing like that, and you know, they're not where you first saw them. Maybe for 125 momentarily. These things do take a while to get up and go. I think it's about 7 miles we've been accelerating for. But it's just a case of, I say that they're not exactly quick off blocks. Blocks. Quite cool seeing that 166 going the other way. Yeah, I say this route definitely, obviously should be a lot busier, but that might, yeah. Yeah, they can always come back and add extra to it. I'm not going to pass my horn going through stations anymore, I just find it fun. It's quite cool. I think we overtook a train that was heading eastbound. And obviously it's going dual. The signals in game work the way they do in the real world, where you know the signal ahead of the 1.5 mile for us will be a dual amber. The one ahead of that will be a single amber. The one ahead of that will be a red aspect. Yeah, this is Hayes and Harlington, so that's Airport Junction we went past. And this is, see now the lines are electrified, this is where the Heathrow Express trains come. There we go, there's a 166 heading back the other way again. Quite cool with the NRN data there. Power car, valves, cocks and switches. Everyone loves that. Southall when out approaching. Southall MPD is one of West Coast Rail's. It's quite a screenshot actually. That's cool. So that's Southall Depot. I mean, one of my favourite scenarios I've done was the Western Super Mud to London scenario, and we went past, and Union of South Africa was parked outside the depot, and I was like, oh, it's so nice to see things like that. That's what I'm hoping is now sort of starting to come to Train Sim World, and I think we are very much spoiled for choice in Train Sim 1. And you know what? Train Sim World, is it the game I play? Is it the Train Sim I play the most at the moment? Yeah, it is actually. But it's starting to get there for me. You know, I'm probably going to be doing some live streams of it over the next few weeks. as soon as some of the stuff gets announced, I can start. I mean, yeah, I can mention that it exists. And then, so when it gets released, I can start covering it, which should be really nice. So that'll be I think one of the next DLCs is going to have my work in it, which is really cool. Yeah, it's something I'm very much proud of. So the 100 limit comes into force just before World Up Common. Again, we'll break for that about half a mile to go. You can see got the London Underground at Ealing Broadway station over there. Although that's a strange way to model Ealing Broadway station. I mean, it is a shed, but yeah, it's not an engine shed, that's for sure. All that design. And that's the LU tracks, and I think that's one of the other lines. I notice the district line turns off though. Not sure, one of them probably goes down as far as the main line. It'll be the Jubilee? No, not the Jubilee. I'm not sure, I'd have to double check. Yeah, it goes, basically follows us most of the way back into London now. Oh, cock, I've got distracted again. Full service. I still probably get gold for this now, my luck. It's a strange one, provided you're over 90%, I think it's 90% is the threshold for scoring. That's obviously Old Oak, and that's North Pearl. Old Oak Common, that's all gone now, unfortunately, which I think is very sad. But North Pearl Depot is now the home of Great Westerns and its City Fleet, and all the regional trains stable up at Reading. And so does the Sleeper, actually. I'm hopefully going to have the patience to build a Sleeper scenario, bring in the empty coaching stock from Reading into Paddington. But I don't want to build it if it's got like massive long steps, like waits in it and stuff, like more than sort of 5-minute timed wait, which would have to see. Full service it to 50, and then idle it out from there. Rip. Give the driver of the 166 a wave. There we go, got some more XP points. I got that XP. I'm going to start flicking some switches. Any other switches I can think. Coming on down, the station approaches now. Feels like we're crawling and we're still doing 50 miles an hour. For those of you who drive, 50 isn't exactly slow though, is it? Got the works for Crossrail over here on the left. That's my computer complaining about sticky keys. No. We'll keep 33 in, and that's fair enough. That's Royal Oak over there on the left. Royal Oak, I believe, actually used to be a mainline station, but that side of it closed, and with it being, what, 800 yards from Paddington stops, so it sort of makes sense. So you've got the end of the line. still ring nice and early. One of the things I really like about Train Sim is actually the character models. So I personally think the actual head customization could do, well, head could be a lot more customizable. But actually, oh, come on. But actually, apart from that, it's really quite nice, I think. Yeah, I like the fact that you get the different driver uniforms, and I think the fact that you can even just change the gender and ethnicity of your driver. For me, that really adds a lot to the immersion that I can get a driver that looks somewhat like me, in a very basic sense. Although I just realised we've got no blonde drivers, all of our drivers have dark hair. Got no gingers either. One of my favourite stations, Paddington. I definitely want to visit it. Brilliant. Okay, that's just an arrival at Paddington, so I get the doors opened. Let's quickly shut the cab down, then we'll outro this video. Okay, we've got everything shut down, yes we do. Awesome, well thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis as I get bumped into by passengers walking out of the train for its next journey. And we'll see you all on the next one. Until then, bye for now.